Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. This princess had long golden hair. She lived in a castle high, high above the ground. Her name was Rapunzel. Every day, her witch of a mother would come to the base of her castle and yell, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel would let down her hair, and the old woman would climb up to visit. Do you recognize the story? Well, then you know what happens next. A prince asks for Rapunzel's hair, and he climbs up. In the end, they live happily ever after. But what if the prince was actually a princess? Or what if they were both princes? In today's world, too many people are against LGBTQ members and discriminate. First, LGBTQ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer/questioning. In 2001, the Netherlands became the first country to legalize gay marriage and give them the right to adopt. Yet, according to the Human Rights Watch, there were 428 acts of violence against LGBTQ people in 2009, but 1,574 acts of violence in 2016. This proves that just because LGBTQ people are accepted legally does not mean they are accepted socially. In some places, like Indonesia, LGBTQ members aren't as lucky. Their government doesn't stand up for them. Indonesian government representatives have called LGBTQ activism propaganda or a proxy war, among other comments that make LGBTQ members feel unsafe. And it's not only hurtful words. On March 28, 2017, vigilance raided a home and brought out two men who were suspected to have same-sex relations to the police. The chief then said the two had confessed to being gay and faced 100 lashes from a whip in public. In June 2013, the Russian government passed a law that legalized discrimination against LGBTQ members. As a result, numerous anti-LGBTQ attacks have occurred. When people go to report these acts of unnecessary violence, the police deny it is a hate crime because it is, quote, normal to hate gays, as a Russian lawyer says. Because of all this violence, many people are fleeing Russia. But don't get me wrong, it isn't all bad. For instance, Japan just placed some new standards in public schools to help stop bullying against LGBTQ members. Before this, students and teachers would pick on students verbally and physically without repercussions. Or, in June 2015, a U.S. Supreme Court ruling declared gay marriage legal in all 50 states. But that doesn't mean that hate still doesn't happen, as proven earlier. If hate and discrimination still exist, equality doesn't. But if we keep fighting for our basic human right to love, someday we can live in a world with no discrimination at all.